Hi friends, I just wanted to share with you some of the thoughts on the art of relationship. In the sense, the art of maintaining a relationship either in the office or with the closed ones, your peers, your family, and your relative sector, and each and everyone. We should always have a line drawn in between to have a frequency for each one of them and avail their interest when it is needed. It's always opined that a limit has to be drawn, a limit has to be fixed. There are boundaries for everybody. Each one of them has to take care of their boundaries and do not cross them unevenly. Better maintain a perspective relationship which will not endanger any of your interests or the other person's interest. In fact, I was working in an organization wherein I have been telling people and I have been maintaining my own space with them also. One such gentleman I have observed who was really noteworthy. I have never seen him getting into angry or into any pensive mood, never into any argument, never misunderstands, understands everyone very, very nicely. He's quite knowledgeable. He is a computer savvy, he is a software programmer. He troubleshoots all our software problems in the office. Such a wonderful guy. I have seen him, I have heard him in small meetings when he discusses with other colleagues. So many colleagues, without the knowledge of their subject, get into trivial arguments with this gentleman, particular gentleman whom I have referred. But this man will never open his mouth. I was able to see that what others talk to him are almost ridiculous, most unwanted, but still he doesn't open his mouth. One day I called him to my cabin and asked him, how come you're very young, 25, 26, you're able to maintain this wonderful way of dealing things? You never open your mouth. You know the subject very well, and you also know very much the other man who is talking to you is talking very wrong about troubleshooting a program. How come you don't open your mouth? Then he immediately quipped and said, why at all? It's most unwanted of me if I utter something. I can understand a person whom if I talk, he will be able to understand my language. But these people who do not know the subject at all, why should I open my mouth and talk to them? No, I told him you could relevantly say this is wrong and this is right. I have never been asked to do. Unless and otherwise, if I am not asked to do, I will not open my mouth. This is what my plight. I got a back. What is it? You don't get abused when somebody abuses you verbally? Not at all. You don't get angry at all when he ridicules you, scolds you. I've seen somebody scolding you also. Says, not at all. Why should I? Why should I earn the wrath of him? I never get into that mood. I'm always pensive. I maintain my balance and control of mind. And on the top of it, he said one word which is really going into my mind. He said, after all, everyone is a human being. You do not know when they will come for my use. Why should I get the wrath of anyone? Let them do mistakes. Let them ridicule me. Let them scold me. I'm not worried. I know someday I have to go to someone I don't want to create enmity at all. Why should I? How could you maintain this? This is what I have habituated. I have practiced. While I do this, I feel very, very relaxed. What a nice saying. How many of us do follow that culture? We are provoked. Immediately we get irritated. Sometimes we even go out and spoil the relationship also. I am also interested in sharing another small story of an ant which was commented by one of the IAS officers of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Irayanbu, in a magazine. It was very interesting when you read that. Come on, let me go through that. There was an ant, a group of ants. The mother ant was seeing that the child ant was falling down on a pond and struggling to come out of the pond to the floor. The mother was feeling very bad. She saw a frog nearby and asked the frog to help that small ant to come out. Kindly help it out. The frog refused. The ant got wild. Immediately what the ant said, okay, right, you don't help me, I will see that you are put into trouble. She immediately saw some cat was nearby. He asked the cat to follow the frog and spoil her day. The cat refused. Immediately he saw in a basket there was a snake. The snake man was having a basket of snake. In that there was a snake. He could see some hole. Through a hole, the snake was lazing. Went to the snake and asked the snake to help her out and follow the frog and kill that frog. The snake was not able to do that because she was inside the box. Then again, the mother ant saw a rat. Immediately, she asked the cat to follow the rat and kill that rat. The rat was running down. Then immediately she asked the rat also to help that. The rat also refused. Somehow or other he could see a boy was studying on a platform nearby. The ant went to the boy and asked him for a help, to help out. The thing is, you need not come and take the ant out of the pond, but what you want, there is a stick, wooden stick is there. Take the stick and beat the dog which is lying idle. I request the dog also didn't help me. So you have to take the stick and hit the dog so that the dog gets into active. The boy said, I have to study, I cannot do this. Immediately what the ant did, she went on the thigh of the boy and bit him strongly. The boy immediately cried out and threw the stick. Out of the cry, the stick went and hit the snake. The snake was coming out of the box and going away. The rat said, if you don't help me to create a hole from the box of the snake, I will again give you trouble. The moment the rat helped, the snake came out completely. Immediately, the mother ant went to the frog and said, see, the snake has come out. Your life is going to be in danger. Be careful about it. If you don't help me, I'll put you into trouble. The snake was coming towards the frog. The frog immediately attended to the request of the mother ant and saved the child ant from the pond and made the ant to come up into the floor. Ultimately, the mother ant was happy. The crux and moral of this story is to save the child ant. The mother ant has gone through so many ways to protect and save. It will go to any extent. The smallest particle, smallest creature is able to thrive by creating, giving enough trouble to all these people and live it out means. Think about the human being. Any day, any time, if something goes wrong, if not in their favor, they will try to do anything to you. So, you are not supposed to leave anyone at lurch. Keep them in good stead always. You need not make them very close to you. Make a distance, create a space, and at the same time, show your concern for them always. Without ridiculing, without scolding, make them know that they are also wanted by you. This is what is learned through this story. You will have to see that everyone is important. You don't know when they will come to your use. Also reverse. Have a great day. That's the nice story of relationship. Thank you very much.